morning. It's still the AM weekend show. And you know what time it is? It's time for social media trends. Drum roll, please. And joining us on this, or joining me on this, is we have Divine, we have a girl, and Eliezer. Divine, I will say I love your outfit, the color combination and everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put that
You have to represent.
Thank you. So
and you look dashing yourself. You look beautiful
okay.
yourself.
You heard that first? Okay.
Okay, what about me?
You look amazing. Yes.
Sorry, we left you.
So let's get into the first story. But before I start the first story, I'd love to give a little bit of data to this, right? The STI data chats, whatever it is, for the Southeast is on the high. It's 2.1%. Enugu is 1.9. Wow. Enugu is 1.9%.
Wow.
Which the normal national average for STI, like the national average that it should be, is 1.4. Making Enugu higher, 1.9. Anambra is 2.1%. Like recent time, like Anambra is topping the charts. But 2018, Enugu was actually topping the charts. So there is this story I saw recently, that came out recently, about an innovation of a condom that detects STI once it comes in contact. Yeah. So we're going to play a video, and after that, I'll take like 3 or 4 comments on it, then we digress into like, feel like. So yeah, let's have the video.
Thank God we have Eliezer here.
Thank God we have Eliezer here today. So let's have the video, please.
Changes color when it detects STIs. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis. The condom's lubricant contained substances that attach to proteins from STI causing bacteria found in bodily fluids.
Wow, so we all saw that video, right?
Yeah.
So before I get, because I know Eliezer has a lot to say, Divine has a lot to say, you have a lot to say, but let's take a couple of comments on that. So Fluffy Panda says, with an expression, are you sure this thing is your first time? Can you imagine? And Ade says, this comment from Twitter though, says, I can't wait for this to be in the market now, to invest money for sales of this kind of product shoppers with the rate at which una they knock for Nigeria, person go first, go blow first. Okay, Ginger says, if this is real, then it's not just an innovation, it's a whole new level of sexual health awareness, which I really love. Talent Harris Jr. says, you all are stopping if it changes color. Like everybody has been asking this question. If you stop,
Do you want to continue before?
I wonder. So Miss Kelly says, what an amazing breakthrough indeed, saving lives. The last one will be taken. Tammy LGBT plus dating app says, OMG, it's like a fun gender review, but for STIs. Blue or pink, but guys, for real, just get tested regularly. I like this. We need that's real. That reply guy says, we need the one that detects HIV. So I'm going to stop here. But there was a comment that says this is going to be a very fun. The gays in the comments are not like saying anything, which I really think is a very bad thing. But yeah, let's start with Eliezer. Eliezer, what do you think about this?
The innovation.
Yeah, this wonderful, beautiful innovation that blessed us.
No, I think it's great. I think it's interesting. I think that's the word, because what happens when it turns to blue? Do you continue? Do you stop?
Sorry, is it blue or red?
No, it just changes color. You know, the normal condom is like plain, but once it comes in contact, it changes color. And once it changes color, it shows that this person has ST.
Yeah. So let's say it's red. Danger, red for danger. It's interesting. What happens?
That blood.
No, I cover it. I just feel like I think it's a fun thing that's going to happen. But I also think that it's great because condoms ideally are supposed to protect you from stuff like this.
Yes.
So it just tells you keep wearing the condoms after that, right? And then it also goes down into like the sexual education part of it, where we don't really talk about sex a lot, so we don't really know a lot of these things as well. in our society, particularly in the Southeast. So it also helps that now you're able to understand that, oh, this is how STIs work. This is something that detects it. And then the conversation is, all right, let's go and test for what it is. Let's treat it and let's continue having beautiful coitus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What did you say right now? Oh, the last thing you said.
Forget about the last thing you said.
Divine, what do you think? What do you think about this?
Well, I'm just here thinking about implementation, really. I'm thinking about how is it going to go? Because here's my concern. Oh, first of all, I think I came across that post and I saw all manner of comments. So I'm like, so you people are not even planning to even have one partner. First of all, nobody, everybody.
You understand?
I mean, I appreciate the innovation.
Yes.
I do. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But when I look through the
Everybody,
all of you, because if people actually stayed with one partner, you will test now. You will test. You know that this is what's up. If you want to treat, you treat. If you don't think you can deal, you move on from there. But the fact that you keep jumping from one place to another, you don't even have enough time to build relationship. You don't even. So who is talking about testing for people who do one night stand every single night? When are you going to go and test? So it's on that angle. It's heartbreaking that we want to accept this thing as norm.
Yeah.
Looking at it, if we really look critically, we're trying to accept this whole multiple partnership thing as because once you wear the condom, we'll see it. We'll see, So that is a bit worrisome. And then on the other hand, now looking at implementation, now you actually now start dating somebody and you are about to, to what's it called now?
Yeah, you are about to meet.
I was going to say, because this one I was going to use, but that's for marriage, married people.
Yeah.
And you're about to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
You now
Like have sex? Can we say that on TV?
Yes,
You can actually.
Yeah, so say it. This is what I'm talking about.
Don't
Say
mind me, I'm just being,
spill it.
I love to talk this way. So you're about to consummate. No, you're about to consummate.
You're about to have sex.
Wait, calm down. That was intentional.
Okay.
She's trying to be polite with the whole thing.
I was trying to do it.
But was this also intentional? When
Yeah,
you were
but
Do you get it? It was. So you're trying to have sex now.
Yeah.
And then the person wears the condom. First of all, I don't know if the condom is for both women and men. Because I know that women
actually, it's for men.
For men only.
Yes.
So which means
the
if the
innovation
woman
is coming closer.
Which means if the woman has the STI, we cannot know. For
No,
now.
you can tell as
You
well.
can tell actually.
Okay.
So, 2 ways. Seminal fluid from the man is what you're going to use to tell if the man has. The woman contact with vaginal fluid is what you're going to now use.
And which means you're already going to be in the act now before you discover.
Yes, but you're wearing a condom
You're
already
wearing a
that
condom.
stops you from.
Okay.
So the idea
That
is
makes a lot of sense.
keep wearing condom after you see that or go for test.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, that makes a lot of sense. But what I was concerned about is when the man wears the condom now, wouldn't he try to hide if he sees that? Of course, he already knows he has. So what are the chances that everybody will be, alert enough to start checking, especially in that situation where everywhere is heated up and you cannot wait to have sex.
You have to wait. Are you not using your eyes to see?
And then like one of the comments said, so where you people now see.
What happened next?
You come down from the bed. Go to the back.
You have a conversation.
Which I think is actually impossible. Oh God, let's hear.
You guys have said everything exactly what you said. Exactly. I think it's a great innovation, but I don't know what this person was thinking to go that far, to think about this thing. But I think it's very nice. And are you going to stop? Please stop. When you see the color change, why do you want to still continue?
Where are the condom?
I think this is a very good.
Like you're wearing a condom. I think finish it.
And you
They're going
see.
to treat for it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like because the condom is protecting you from that. Yeah.
What if he does not have the capacity to protect, but just to detect?
No, the condom is a condom.
It's
It's a condom to protect.
for
Then the
protect.
additional part is not protection.
like an additional
Well,
ability.
the concern is how would people have the mind
So how will you see that
to still
that's
continue?
changed and you still feel like
You guys forget rabbit holiness as a concept. You're in the act already. Red. Okay, him condom. It's fine. Tomorrow we go together to the doctor.
or you can double it.
Give me the other, the one that does not change color. It's just interesting.
Well, I think this is a very beautiful innovation for health-wise for the health sector, sexual health awareness. Like what Eliezer said, we don't talk about sex enough. Like we try to play the religious sentiment around sex, forgetting that it's part of what makes us human, right? That's how each and every one of us was brought to earth. So educating your kids about sex and whatnot, the surroundings of whatever that hard thing that is really difficult for you to say, educating them and talking is, I think, is a very good innovation. And it will, I feel like it's going to bring down the rate of HIV, all the STDs, like it's going to bring down the rates. That was a comment that was
works with bacteria, not virus.
Yes. So I think it's all the gonorrheas and all of them. I think it's a beautiful innovation. Before, and let's get to the second story. Before we even start, disclaimer: it has a little bit of violence and the use of objects. So just so you know that you see. So don't panic. So yeah, please, can we have the video on the screen, please?
I will tell you. Did I tell you to not chopping knife. Not chopping knife. Why didn't you leave? I will tell you, not chopping knife. I don't do anything. Not chopping knife. Not chopping knife. I will tell you. Not chopping knife. Not chopping knife. This is my house. What happened to my clothes? Leave my house. Why did you remove? They wash them. Why did you? Is it that you want? All this while I'm just, and that's you kill me today. They do. Do what you want to. This is why Papa don't play. That's why you don't know when to leave and when to stay. They do the good. Alex. They do the good. Alex, go. You said this children. Alex, go. They end up for government. Alex, go. You keep me today. I forgot to go. You keep me today.
Wow. That was a really, really worrisome video.
That was gory.
You just saw. And I don't know, I'm getting a little bit emotional, but yeah, let's take a few comments on this. Just like 2 comments, then we move into discussing, because this is a very, very big issue. K2SO on Twitter says, doesn't he have any survival instinct? Someone is coming with you with a knife, and all her expression says that the chances of her actually using it is very high, and you're still there shouting, no shoot me knife, oh, no shoot me knife. You don't get them for camera already. Better evidence, disarm her own now. Now women, I've been a woman, whatever that is.
Next comment.
Is this a skit? That's what the brat is not a president said. And another person said, is this your wife supposed day Zusha? So I'm going to stop here. There's a lot of comments around it. I think this is a very concerning
someone
issue.
Called him a weak man. Actually.
Yeah, someone called him a weak man. Before we digress into, I just want to say this. Domestic violence have always been tilted towards the male gender. They are the ones that always perpetrate this, right? Those seeing this video shows that it's not just men. Women too can be violent. Very, very violent in marriages. And see, it matters who you get married to. But Eliezer, I want to hear your thoughts on this. You're a man.
Are you shocked?
Shocked. So there's a video I watched in 2018. I even posted it on Instagram, where Pulse TV did some sort of experiment where a guy was seemingly trying to beat a woman, and then a woman was seemingly trying to beat a man. When the man was trying, it was normalized. Okay, now stop now. But when the woman was trying to beat the man, they were now coming. Okay, why did they allow this woman make she beat you? And all of that stuff. And it's just bad because domestic violence is gender incest. Like, women can perpetuate, men can perpetuate. But the problem that's even worrisome is even the comments. Oh, you have no sense of self-preservation. This happened abroad. Do you understand? They say you have it on camera. So you're saying meet domestic violence with domestic violence, carry the knife, stab her back, beat all of that stuff. It's very worrisome. And I think IJ, it's not as easy as marry your partner, because trust me, when these people got married in the beginning, it was probably very rosy. You understand? Things happen. You understand? Because for the fact that he was already bringing his camera up, there's been a history of this. You understand? So what we need to do as a society is create safe spaces for domestic violence victims. You understand? So that they're able to come report, have protection, and also understand that there's a Stockholm syndrome aspect to domestic violence where, first of all, you cannot even associate this with this person that I fell in love with. I'm married. And secondly, there's some sort of codependency that you might have also got, that maybe this person will change in the future because they're not in the streets at the end of the day. So it's very worrisome, it's very gory. And as a society, we need to condemn it. We also need to now build systems that enable people to be able to leave these relationships, get therapy, and
actually leave the relationship. I love that.
Exactly because I don't see why, just like you said, there's been history of this happening in this home. So I feel like instead of you've come, I think you should be fed up at this particular point. Find your alternative. Leave this marriage of a thing. Take care. I heard him saying something about the kids will end up.
Yes, and you could even hear the sound of the kids, like the kid crying.
Your mind and leave this marriage. It's not going to tomorrow. It's not going. I don't think it's going to change. I don't think there have been other things they have tried. I don't know if they have tried, but I think that, there have been other options they might have want to explore, and it's not working. So just leave with your sanity. Go to therapy. Get yourself together and move on with your life. Marriage is not everything. At the end of the day, please.
I don't want the atmosphere to be sad though, but this is really sad.
I'm trying so hard.
Let's be.
I'm trying so hard to process it. It's just so difficult for me to capture how people who are lovers who like each other, because I know how much
first time
like.
how
do you go from there to that? I mean, I cannot even fight a normal person. I mean, just anyone. I can't get myself to do it. The most I'll do maybe, there's a way you annoy me, maybe I'll slap you and leave you. But even that is very rare. Very, very rare. So how, it's just so difficult for me to comprehend. But I just want to say that, just as we've been saying, I strongly believe that in as much as we cannot tell the full tendency of anybody, I don't know my full tendencies, you don't know yours, you cannot know your partners, but I believe that there are some subtle warning signs. There are always subtle warning signs. But I think that most of the times we just focus on the emotions. We just focus on, this is the way I feel, it is you I'd rather be with, and we're just carried away. Person don't they show you say Chris, somewhere,
body,
and still looking at it, trying to be very holistic, it will be very unfair to say that it might be unfair to say that people see all these signs. They say you never really know until you are in the situation. They say you never really know until you are in the situation. So, but at the end of the day, if you find yourself in this situation, just go avec. It's bad.
I go right with what everyone here is saying though, but I feel like the reason why this thing is not trending like it should. This video came out recently, right? It's not trending as it should. If it were to be a man doing this, it's going to be everywhere. Everybody will see it. Everybody's going to have one thing. It's going to be on every blog and everybody's mouth. But these people said on Twitter, I got a little bit of, when I went to the comment section, there were not so many people saying things, but this is really bad. And they're outside the country, and you can hear the sound, the noise of the children, the kid crying at the background. With all the fights and scratch she even gave him on the face. I felt like what Ellie said before the show started, that if he feels like if that camera was not there, this lady literally would have stabbed this man, right? She was crashing out so bad, and I feel like she was going to her breaking point. Yes, it's because of that camera she doesn't want to. I know how American or UK government, how they act. To things like this. So I mean, domestic violence is something, in fact, from marriage counseling, before you get married to anybody, you cannot know their full tendencies, but like Divine says, there will be signs.
Can I add something?
Yes, please.
I think two things. Number one, it's that there's a dynamic problem in that relationship, from my understanding. Potentially, she might be the breadwinner, in quotes, because he was saying the government is going to carry them. That means he's not fit in terms of, like, the government only takes kids and put them in child protection services when the parents left is not able to take care of them, in quotes. You understand? Maybe he doesn't have a steady job. So if they arrest her, the government can't leave the kids with him.
He's saying, or maybe if she kills him, the both of them die.
If he kills him, they will arrest her.
That's what I
They also take her out. But the other thing is that, we keep saying leave the relationship, but we need to also see that it's a very difficult thing.
Yes,
very difficult thing. So we need to also see how, as society, we can help this, because they are victims. You understand? Help these victims, men, women, victims of domestic violence, to leave this, so that we can make it easy for them to report and then take care of the rest. Because if you leave, it's like stopping addiction. It's a whole process. And you need support, you need help, etc., etc. But it's terrible.
It's really, really terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't feel, even though I've never experienced domestic violence real life, come in contact with it or see married couples fighting in front of me. What I'm thinking right now is the state of that child. But that baby was crying. It's a very bad and unacceptable way to express aggression with your partner in front of your kid. She did not even think she had gotten to the breaking point where she was like, you know what? Whatever that is going to happen, let it happen today. Let it happen. So
so do you have anything for us this weekend? Something to do with this weekend?
Okay, do we have? Okay, yeah, we do. Obviously, we do have something to do this weekend. I said reading books last week. This week, try visiting a park. Go to a park. Go to Unity Park in Enugu. Walk around, sit, eat, read, and feel relaxed. We've definitely come to the end of the show because I think that they're already giving signs. But yeah, see you same time next week, Saturday. And if you missed the show from the very beginning, before now, you can always go back to our YouTube channel, right? And watch it. My name is Luke Ijeoma.
My name is
Divine, say your name.
My name is Divine Onoha.
My name is Ogochukwu Osai.
Oh, thank you. And my name is Eliezer Ajah.
See you next week. Bye.